everyone, my name is Jessa and welcome to my new channel, Navigating Millennial Crisis. For those of you who doesn't know me, I actually had an old channel called Just a Little Crazy, which focused more on traveling and trying on exotic foods and doing crazy stunts, and well, you know the rest. The reason why I created this new channel is because I feel like this topic speaks to me more, especially now hitting the quarter life crisis. I really do want to talk about opening up on what comes with those struggles and what goes through people's minds, especially the millennials right now that are also going through the same phase that I'm going through. I am 26, I think. I am 26 right now, almost gonna be 27 on June, and I feel like there's still a lot of things that are missing, and I still feel like I don't know where I'm going with my life. I just find it very alarming that there's a rapid increase amount of people that are experiencing depression and anxiety, and all these things. I know people have been diagnosed like since decades back, but now it's been increasing a lot more statistics wise. And I really believe that all of these started because of society's predetermined pathway to success, which in this era no longer exists. Staying in school, get a diploma, get married, work 40 years to have a decent lifestyle, that mindset or that process no longer guarantee a decent lifestyle. And that is a reality. That's a reality that a lot of my people are experiencing right now. Uncertainty. All we have right now with our jobs, with our careers, and where we're going, we don't have any guarantee in any of it. And I understand that before there wasn't, you're not guaranteed to be successful or you're gonna be a millionaire. But now it's like, it's not even guaranteed that you can afford to have a decent lifestyle, whether or not you graduated with a degree. Right now, I honestly see people who graduated that couldn't even find a job because there's no available position, or they're not needed, or they want more experience. But how can they have experience when no one wants to take them? So they accumulated a lot of loans, which especially here in the US, it's very expensive, and the interest with student loans, but they couldn't even pay it off. Because how are you gonna pay it off when you don't have a job? My old channel was put together because I wanted to document my travels, but I also realized that the reason why I have that channel is because it was a way to document my escape of reality. Not saying that I escaped completely, but the want and the desire to break a routine, which was, waking up, going to work, coming home, sleep, waking up, going home, waking up, going to work, go home, sleep, and do the same thing all over again every day for weeks or months. The only wrong thing about it was just doing that every day. I feel like when I'm not learning anything, when I'm not picking up anything new, I tend to get bored. And not just that, but I feel stagnant and I lose motivation when I'm at that state. Traveling for me was something that's very exciting because it's discovering new places, learning different cultures, learning different tradition, accepting, understanding it, and even to be open-minded enough to grasp and understand other people's religions and beliefs that are completely different than the one I have. I craved for something unfamiliar, even though sometimes it's a little bit scary. I just crave it. I am hungry for it. Experience, just to kind of make you feel productive, make you feel excited. Curiosity, a lot of curiosity. I am very interested in a lot of things. I'm very curious about a lot of things. I always have this questions in my head that keeps me up at night, like literally keeps me up at night. Every night. I suffer from insomnia. I only sleep 2-3 hours a day, work about almost 10 hours a day, and do the same thing all over again. 3 hours sleep, 3 hours of sleep every night, and work for 10 hours. So it's not impossible for me to hit burnt out. I have a job that's very emotionally fulfilling because I get to help a lot of people. I help them walk, I help them restore their body functions, mobility, and people appreciate me for that, They give me gifts, they give me letters, if they're, holidays or just a random day, they just buy me food and snacks, and it's great. It's very satisfying to know that you're helping a lot of people, but I just don't understand how come someone like me who pretty much almost did everything right growing up, didn't get pregnant young, didn't marry young, didn't do drugs and all that, I think, or I thought, I considered myself to be someone successful, someone that should be proud of herself, but somehow I still feel a huge void inside of me that it took me years to understand what it was. And after years of watching TED Talks, Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, all the podcasts you could possibly think of, I came to realize that it was because I didn't live my life on my own terms. And that's kind of weird to say, but I literally just mean I felt like I lived a life that was already mapped by someone else, that's already planned by someone else. And I feel that was society, not just my parents or my relatives, but just this whole idea of how to be successful. And then I met people who didn't have a degree. Some of them didn't even finish high school. They're dropouts and they're successful in life. And they're doing what they like. They're doing something that they're passionate about, and you see it in their eyes that it doesn't feel like work, you can see like just the fire burning, from within them, that they like what they do. And I love what I do, and I think I'm good at what I do. It's just more on, it's kind of hard when you grow up and you don't get to decide for yourself. And living and growing up in a Filipino family, you can't really, I wouldn't say you can't, but it's kind of hard to say no to whatever was planned for you. I know that's kind of like very hard to understand for other cultures, but especially here in the US, where once you turn 18, like, get out and do what you want to do. I don't care. I'm not saying that now for everyone, but mostly people from different culture has more freedom to decide for themselves. And for us, it's more kind of like the opposite. You can be married and they still have a lot of influence over you, which is not a bad thing. Not always. But when you don't get to decide for yourself, when you can't stand your ground, when you can't put your foot down in or about something that you want, you would always have this feeling of like, what if I did this? What if I did that instead of this? I should have just fought for what I wanted. And those are the type of questions that's going through my mind, which I will talk about that a lot later. Like how I grew up and how I got to this place where I'm just confused. But that's later on. And by the way, this is not going to be a series of vlogs about an egocentric, self-absorbed millennial. But this is actually going to be a video journal about growth, freedom, and breaking boundaries. It's okay to not know where you're going. It's okay to not know where you're at, and it's okay to not know what you want, as long as you just keep pushing forward and keep searching. Anyways, you guys, I do not want to go too emotional about this, because this is just an introduction video on what the channel is going to be about. But witness my journey of redesigning my life by subscribing to my channel. It's not going to be a rainbow and butterfly channel. You know, you're going to see how vulnerable I can be, what I'm struggling with, what I'm doing to help myself out and all that. But I do want to hear from you guys. This is not a one-side relationship right here. I do want to hear what you're going through, help me understand what you're going through, and I'll share with you my struggles, and let's help out each other. I think it's better for people to actually know that there's people like me, people like someone else who are also going through a lot of shit growing up. Adulting 101, and I really hate it. I do hate it. I can't even express how much I hate it, but we all have to go through it, and I think it's best that people are aware and are helping each other to survive each day. Let's just take it day by day, and we'll see where this goes. But thank you so much for watching, you guys, and good night. I'm gonna go to sleep now because it's almost 4 a.m. and ta-ta!